Вітаю усіх на третій паралелі. Сьогодні у нас цікавинка. Спробуємо зробити її не крінжово і цікаво, і щоб ви всі почули. Сьогодні в гостях у нас Богдан Кордоба, якого ви всі чудово знаєте. Це український видавець з UA Comix. Ну, точніше, він якби і є UA Comix зі своєю командою, вже ж. І сьогодні він нам запропонував зняти інтерв'ю з Максом Сіром, який є автором оцього прекрасного мальопису «Гамлет», який, до речі, дякую вам, чуваки, за примірник. Дуже було приємно. Дуже хороший формат у нього вийшов. От, і ми поспілкуємося сьогодні, тільки цікавинка полягає в чому. Ми, звичайно, будемо балакати із Максом англійською мовою, але оскільки це третя паралель, ви отримаєте субтитри українською. Отож, Богдане, привіт.
Say hello, everybody.
О, привіт. Як справи?
Чудово, чудово. Зранку, сонечко, інтерв'ю. Обожнюю. Він же мене не зрозумів вже.
Say a good weather. Everything cool.
Окей, everything cool.
Богдане, ну давай ти представиш нам трошечки Макса, щоб ми пройшли цей момент.
Ну, про Макса
якось так пошвидко.
Окей, про Макса ми вже говорили просто неодноразово, і Макс вже відвідує навіть Comic-Con Ukraine, який був в 2018-2019. Нас, на жаль, через ряд різних технічних причин, зокрема з кольором, яким ми дуже довго боролися, але дякуємо майстру книг за чудовий друк, рекламу поліграфії одразу. Правда, хлопці роблять все як найкраще. Єдине, про що одразу скажу як видавець, я хотів, щоб певні елементи світилися. Вони є червоним зображені в книзі. Наразі певні технічні процеси не дозволили це відтворити до кінця, так як я собі це уявляв. Але якщо раптом у вас вдома є лампа, і вона світить ультрафіолетом, піднесіть до нього Гамлета, ви будете приємно здивовані. Там є багато вбеликодок. Вот.
На самих
сторінках, там, де є червоні елементи, їх близько 20 в книзі. Там навіть є де-не-де приховані малюнки під червоними плямами.
Давай ти трошечки нам скажеш про самого
Так. Переходячи до Макса. Макс багато хто. Він і митець, який малює картини з гарним послужним списком, і театральний, режисер, і драматург. Є багато речей, які можна буде переглянути на його персональній сторінці, бо якщо ви просто загуглите. В Україні він опинився трошки більше, ніж 2 роки тому, на театральному фестивалі Кітка у Львові, на якому презентують ряд різних експериментальних вистав. Його запросила Єва Якубовська, якраз куратор і одна з творців цього фестивалю, для того, аби він поставив Гамлета, після чого ми з Максом теж познайомилися. І, власне, йому стало цікаво, як можна перенести виставу, як можна створити мальопис, враховуючи те, що він художник і має цей досвід, і гарно малює, і досвід режисера, постановки кадрів. Ну, воно якось так все гарно поєдналося, і вийшов той Гамлет, який ви там можете зараз гортати, дивлячись третю паралель, або придбати при нагоді. Далі, я думаю, найкраще буде, щоб Макс сам про себе вже розказував і говорив, тим паче він теж поруч сидить.
Угу. Ну, давай тоді притягнемо його
так,
сюди.
Макс.
Oh, hello.
Max.
Mikita.
Hello.
I like your style. You look like a 70 rocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing you said to me when we met at the Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, you see, it's totally true.
That was the first.
Yeah, I see you and I remember all these amazing videos in the 70s with the rockers.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that old, actually. Yeah. I'm a bit younger.
No, you look younger, of course. I want to copy your style. Yeah.
Yeah, so Max, a guy coming from across the ocean here to create plays, to direct plays, and to make a comic book, which is mальопис, as we call them in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about how that happened? Why Ukraine? How did you end up here?
Oh, you know, I was in New York and I go for vacation in Costa Rica, and the life, you know, I make one play, Alice in Wonderland, and then I thinking and make one exhibition, one series of painting. So I go to Europe to present these things in different countries, and in this moment, I don't know Europe, so I really want to one place more calm and more nice, you know. So I go for different countries, and in one moment I find Ukraine, you know. I'm born in Chile, so I don't know in the past nothing about Ukraine. So when I came to Lviv, I see this place and wow, it's so nice. It's so a lot of coffees, you know, and all this architecture, and the people is very calm and very nice. So I think, oh, it's very, very good place to live and work. So I stayed here more and more time, and now I don't know, I live here 2 years or something like that, maybe more.
More. Yeah.
Yes. Obviously, I go for another countries and all these things, but I really feel good in this place, except in the winter, because it's like a hell, so cold. Yeah. But usually this summer, oh, it's so nice. I really love this place.
Well, listen, what is your like prime occupation? Do you you're like a director of theater, or you're an artist? What's the main thing?
Look, right now we can have a rock band. Yeah. and oh, you know, I like make fun things. You know, and theater is so fun. The rehearsal is fun. The relation with the people, work all day in these things for create a beautiful world where you can live into this world. So it's very, very nice, and the painting is the same. You know, the life like artist is amazing because you can create the world where you want to live. Yeah.
And how does that transition into a comic book?
Oh, it's a very interesting question, because when you do the play like professional, you make a lot of storyboards, you know?
Yep.
And you start with these things very, very in the first moment, you know? For example, I go to the supermarket or something like that, and I buy a lot of these little books. You know what is this, you know? And I...
Зошити?
Так, це
Зошити,
зошити, такі, знаєш, які по 80 копійок.
Yep. Textbooks.
Yeah, textbooks.
Yep. School textbooks.
I make all the part. This is second part, for example. And I make all the first idea in these little things with people with sticks.
You need more clothes.
You see that?
You basically...
It's very fun.
Yeah, we can see that a bit. So basically you do a storyboard with stick figures.
Yeah, this is the first step. Obviously, then you make more and more deep the draws, and you delete the first ideas, and you work in these things, and you make better draws. You see this?
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Hamlet.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is another book.
So you're thinking about this process, or you're thinking the start is the same for play and for comic book.
Yes, I do these things in all my play. In every play I make a storyboard, and I working with these things from the start and develop when the days go with the rehearsals. So I go develop more and more this sketch. So it's very similar.
Yeah, but so when you make a storyboard, you've made your storyboard of Hamlet, then you made the play, and then you thought that you can make a comic book out of your play.
Oh, you know.
Like how that happened?
Yeah, the first time I thinking in make one graphic novel or comic is when I make Alice in Wonderland.
And we talk first time about Alice too.
Yes. Was the first idea. Yeah, because I make so much paintings and draws and everything, so I have all this material. And when the people come for my home, because I really enjoy the people come for my home all time. So in my wall I have all the maquettes and have all this work for everywhere, you know. So in all work have all the indication of light or draws, you know. And the people say, "Oh, this is so amazing! Why you don't make a book with this work?" Because usually I make all these things and then I delete all these things. I trash, you know. But the people like so much and all time tell, you need make a book with this material. So I thinking, oh, it's so fun. I never thinking about. So this is the first time then I have the chance to do something like that.
Okay, so obviously it's a bit different to stage the play with the actors and compose a page of a comic book.
Yeah.
Those are different. And I'm interested in how in your thought process of composing the page, because it's not your like typical what you see like in American comic books, superhero comic books. It's very different from that. So I want you to tell me about composing the page. What is your thought process of composing the page? Then after you make the storyboard. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
I have a lot of these things. For example, okay, this is one page in the start, like prototype. You know, prototype. I don't know. Second prototype of the same page. Yeah, and I start to develop all time, because the first idea, never you take the first idea. You can go develop more and more, you know. What do you want to say?
You can take a finished book if you want.
Because it's the same. Okay, so for example, this I think is the page 78. Let me see if I have good memory. Okay, not so much. And this is the finish. Yeah, it's something like that. You see?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
Every page is like the same. I really understand. You know, in the comic, like in painting or theater or whatever, is a lot of different things. Yeah, every author make the things more like how they are. Yeah, and to me, the most important in art is you be totally honest with who you are. So obviously you have a lot of reference, of a lot of places, but it's very important you have your own languages and your own idea. What do you want to communicate? So the way is how you can express in the most honest way what is your idea about.
Okay, so and then can you tell me a bit about why did you decide to do Hamlet?
Okay, I
like specifically Hamlet.
I was here like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
and I remember.
Because as I understand, you made it here.
Yes, I make this here.
You didn't bring it.
Yeah. All my life I want to direct one Shakespeare, you know, and I never have the chance to do that. So when I talk with the festival, Katowice, and they say, "Oh, you can make the play you want." In this week, I need to go. In that week, in the past 2 years ago, I need to go to London to make a couple of exhibition of paintings. So I think in all this time, and I think, oh, Hamlet is very good idea. It's the correct moment to make something like that. And how I was in London, I go for Oxford University and talk with a lot of people who handled the theme of Hamlet very deep, So I talk with all this person in this moment. I go for Globe Theatre, present Hamlet in this moment, and talk with a lot of person about, because Hamlet is very big story, and some people think, and some people tell me, but you need to make a comedy about Hamlet, and another person say, no, you need to make a tragedy of these things, because you can do whatever things with Hamlet. Is have a lot of matiz, have a lot of different way you can go. And the more desafiante, more hard things is how you can put one play in the real play is 2 hour half. O sea, 4 hour half. Yeah, cetere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cetere. Yeah. Obviously, we cannot make one play in 4 hour half. So how you can compress all these things to maybe 1 hour half. Yeah. So it's very interesting process. So when we return here, we start to the process, and this process was really amazing and different. So it's a great experience.
And only 1 month.
Oh yeah, because I is the habit.
That's the thing. How long did it take? It took
Yeah.
only 1 month
Yeah.
for the whole play?
Yeah, because I don't know. Here the thing is so different. All my life.
How is that even possible? Is that you are that good, or Ukrainian actors are that
Ukrainian
good?
actor. It's so different because it was amazing. In the first moment, it's very challenging, all these things, because, I don't know in this moment, I don't know it, nobody here, I don't know the actors, I don't know the theater, I don't know nothing. And I go for the different theater to see the place, and I think, wow, it's so different theater. It's totally not the usual to me. So when we make the casting, was very strange because for all this, the most of them actors, is the first time they make a casting in the life. You understand? And wow, it's so strange, and I don't understand how the actor work. And they say, no, you finish the university, and one theater check you, and you acting in this theater all the rest of your life, maybe, So I think, but so you act with the same people for all your life. And when we make the casting, I see the actor don't know each other in the same city, and they never work with another actors. So it's so strange. When we finish the casting and select the actors, we start the play, and I say, okay, we have 1 month, and the person is like, what the fuck, is why? How much time you take for your last play? We take 3 years, obviously. But how is possible 3 years? You understand how you can work in one thing 3 years? So to me, it's very surprised and very challenged. Make these things with a lot of actors. Have a student, because we make these things in a weekend vacation, so a lot of actor is in another town and we make a casting and come not so much people, because when I make a casting usually come, I don't know, 300 person or 400 person, and in the casting have like a 40 person or something like that. And I say, in the rest of the people, where are they? And yeah, we work with a student, we work with professional actors, we work and they never work with another, how I told you. So was magic.
So it was fun, it was challenging, and it was a festival, so a lot of actors were around, and you just grabbed whoever you thought was okay for the role. That's how that happened, actually.
Yeah, it was, you know, have a lot of in the casting have a lot of women, for example, and what we can do with these things, because in the casting go a lot of women to for the role of Hamlet, you know, and maybe it's because in the Globe Theater in this moment make a Hamlet with woman in the role of Hamlet. But you can do whatever different things, and in our idea, is not Hamlet a woman in this play, you know. So I need to think what we can do, because Hamlet have a lot of men, and we don't have so much men in actors. So we use woman like the friends of Hamlet, guardian,
Yeah.
you know. So everything we fix in the moment, and obviously we have 1 month of rehearsal, so we need to do the things very fast.
And let's get back to the actual comic book, because you did the play in a month. How much time did it took to make the comic book?
I think I start these things in the rehearsals, because I with all this storyboard and all these things, and then when we talk with Bogdan, the first idea is make a book with 62 pages.
Yeah,
This is
something
the
like
idea.
this. Yes.
62 pages, yeah.
Yes.
And the book have, I don't know, 120 something, you know, because every time we fix and make more and more big the book, you understand? So it's a very big process, and I'm so glad, because it's the first time I do something like that, so I learn a lot of things about this, and finally we finished it.
Yes.
Yeah, incredible.
Yep, it's here. It's actually here. You can touch it. It's actually here. It took long enough to print, but now when it's here, it looks rather good.
Oh, дуже дякую.
Yep. Say that again.
Дуже
Again?
дякую.
What?
Yeah, I know my Ukrainian is not perfect.
Oh. Yeah. No, I appreciate you learning the words, man.
Try.
I really appreciate you learning the language.
I feel
yeah.
so ashamed, because I cannot speak Ukrainian perfectly with 2 years here, but you know, for me, I speak Spanish, and speak English is so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I know the people here, the Ukrainian person is so good with languages, you know. I talk with the people, and the people know 4 or 5 languages perfect, and I feel, I try to speak Spanish, and I learn English, you know. It's enough to me.
Well, listen. Can you tell a bit about your inspirations in drawings? Like maybe drop a couple of names so people can understand where you draw the inspiration from.
Oh, for sure.
When you were learning to draw and
Yeah, for sure. You know, like everything come for different places. I really enjoy the theater, for example. I like Bob Wilson to aesthetic of this book, Dimitris. In the I really like here here specific in Ukraine. I saw a lot of noir film, from the noir to Scorsese, you know, for all this line of films is so interesting. I feel so close with this film here, and in the world of comic, I like Ken William, Ashley Wood, Jim Lee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ashley Wood. I see a bit of Ashley Wood in here.
Yeah, I really like, because and all these guys I told you is they are painter too, you know. So it's very curious, because in the first moment I know these guys like painters, yeah, and then I know all the work they do in the comic. So it's very interesting, because I see the comics and I understand the painting languages in the comic. So I feel very close with these things. And you know, I think the first experience I have with these things is when I was very, very little kid. And I remember my grandfather, he have 100 years right now. And he have a very big box with comic. He have Iron Man, Hulk, Conan. I remember especially Conan, you know. It's so amazing. I read this book. I am, I don't know, 6 years old or something like that. I try.
Which one? Which Conan? Which
more old.
Which Conan? There are a lot of Conans.
The more old. Yeah, you know, I have 6 years old. So the more old, the older.
It's like... Це
the Marvel ones.
30 років тому, те, що видавалось на той час.
I don't know, you know,
The Marvel ones.
So. No. I was so kid, you know.
That actually could be Barry Windsor Smith.
Maybe I need to right now I think in these things just because you tell me, and thank you very much, because I totally forgot these things. So immediately I go to search this book, because because you know, I think, wow, how one person can think in this world, so mythology and all these things. And when I was kid in Chile, like 40 years ago, I see these things and I think, wow, it's so incredible one person can create all these things. And then I know it's mythology and it's the real world in different countries, you know.
Yes.
In my country, this is not the don't look like that. Yeah. So this is the first moment. Then I remember I see the comic and I feel in love with these kind of things. I never think I make something like that for myself, you know. I think this is, wow, is incredible things, you know.
And now you do? And now you do make those things. You.
I feel so glad for this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel so glad for this chance. You know, I admire so much the artist to work in this world. I think, it's very amazing. And you need to be very brave, to make these things and live in this way. I remember when I was in Comic-Con, I see all these people totally happy because they can express themselves how they want. And I really feel good in this place with all these people. Very authentic, you know? And so the most I like in this world is these things. Is the people have a book and feel like they can live in the book, you know. I think things is very beautiful.
Yeah, and since it's your art in Hamlet, it's abstract, so it can, you can like dive in. You have more to your imagination on your pages. When I look at your pages, how you direct how you compose the page. Sometimes you only have a character and a color and nothing else.
Oh yeah,
on page.
Yeah. Because you know, I think the atmosphere is the important things, you know, because you need to feel this atmosphere, You know, you need to communicate with your feeling. You understand? And the word and the draws and the colors is only a tool to communicate one emotion. So this is the idea. I work with these things.
Yep.
Obviously, I learning and I study a lot because I am new in these things, and I respect a lot of the people who work in these things, and I have a lot of things to learn, but this is my way, you know. I try to be honest and communicate the emotions.
And since you are around Ukrainian assembly comics and Bogdan in particular, you have a lot of actual people who actually make comic books around you. So you can like learn and maybe teach them something, learn something for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a very artist-friendly environment there.
We make how much time the presentation of Hamlet before?
5.
5 times, you know, before we have the book.
5 is last where we present finally book.
So I'm so glad because all these amazing people come for the presentation, and I receive a lot of very good feedback. You know, they in the question, in the round of questions,
Yes.
they all time say, "Oh, you know, I think this," and I think, "Oh, it's so interesting. Yeah, very good." You know, and I try to work with these things too. So I think this book is not only mine, obviously. A lot of people work and help and is part of this book. You know, if without these people, I cannot make nothing, I think. So, yeah, and I think the Ukrainian artists in this way with me, they are very open and very good person, and I appreciate a lot the comment and book, and I have here their books, yeah, a lot
Andrew,
of books.
yes.
Andrew and I have every book, and I study these things, and I learned about these books a lot. Tak.
That's very cool that you actually manage to find people who are genuinely interested in what you do and want to help you, like create and print comic book, play, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about your future? You planning on staying in Ukraine for longer and making maybe more comic books or new plays or whatever?
Oh, you know, we are in one pandemic here in the world right now, so it's very hard to make plans, you know. And usually I don't make a lot of plan. My plan is continue working and day and see what things happen, you know. I all time wish the best. So I am very optimistic person because, you know, I am artist. So if I am not optimistic, I can die.
І поки ми чекали з друку, ти питав за інші проекти Макса. Поки ми чекали з друку Гамлета, Макс теж не сидів без діла, і він придумав сюжетик про піцу. Він зараз розкаже більше, але це вже як більше його сам видав. Невеличкий комікс. You can say something about
Pizza.
Pizza guy?
Oh yeah, you know.
Tell us a bit about that one. That's a comic book about pizza. That's a deep philosophical comic book about a piece of pizza.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's not very usual. You know, I make project all times. I all time make different project. You know, for example, this. Wow. I don't know. Cat power.
I don't see a lot. It's like yes.
Cat power. You know, this was
cat power. Okay.
This was a project. One of the project I do. I make two little books, but in one trip to Poland, somebody has stolen my computer, so I lose these two books because I don't save that. So right now I have only the teacher. But all time is like different project, you know. So this project I remember I do one time because obviously, you don't see in there.
No, that's fine. Oh, I can do it.
Yes, perfect. So, you know, I really love Lviv. In the same time, Lviv is not Latin America. So, have a lot of very nice things, but in the same time...
Yes. We have this problem, yes, we're not Latin America. so yeah, you know, I sometimes, especially in the winter, I feel totally alone, you know, because usually in my home have a lot of friends and it's a party all time, but here don't have this habit. The people don't go and make parties and all these things. So especially in the winter, I am in my bed, like with a lot of clothes, and try don't die for the and I see, oh, but really, where is the sun here? Maybe in 1 hour I can see the sun, you know, but this never happened. So I feel so I start to thinking in existentialist things and why I feel so alone and all these things, and I start to eat a lot, you know. I eat so much vareniki and smetana and Coca-Cola and all these things.
Oh, that was not Ukrainian. That the last one. That's not ours.
Chocolate, you know, and I start to be very fat, and I have beard, yeah, a lot. Yes,
Beard. Yeah.
So. I remember I eat pizza.
But you had not a nerd beard. You had an artist beard, which is a different kind of beard.
Oh, really?
Right?
I don't know. I need to study. I need to thinking about this. Yes. Yeah. So I eat pizza. And I looking for the window, and I see this building. I don't know if you see. Who's the name of this building?
It's church.
Church?
Yeah.
Yeah. What church is this?
It's a Poland castle.
Poland castle.
That's what we in Kiev call a generic Lviv church.
Okay, I understand. Generic, yeah, I saw one generic Lviv church, and I feel like I am like in a noir film, you know. I feel like in a noir film. And I think, oh wow, I feel like in a noir film. And I feel like a piece of pizza in a noir film. So I start to draw this story, and it's very fun because in the same time, the people say Hamlet is very realistic, you know? Oh, Hamlet is very realistic. And I think, yes, it's the idea. What is the problem, you know? And it's so fun because it's like but this is bad, you know? And you know, I never think one thing is bad or good, you know? Is like it is. If you like different things, you go and check different things, easy. So I think, okay, I make the most simple things I can. So I start to draw these things, and I think in all the reference of noir art, the film, the books, the comic, you know, like Frank Miller.
Yep. Like the
Sin City, yeah, for sure. And I make these things, you know, but in the first time, it's only for me, you know. I never think somebody can enjoy this book. Yeah. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard you.
No. Never I
heard you.
think somebody can enjoy these things. It's only for me. But when I show this thing for friends, they say, "Oh, I like these things. Yeah, it's so nice." You know? You think, really? Yeah. I feel like that. You know? They say, "Oh, I feel," and you know, they have a lot of theories about the pizza guy. You know, about this is existentialist postmodernism because we are like a piece of pizza in this society of consumists. And I think, oh, really? Wow. I never think about that, you know? So it's very interesting. And right now, we make the presentation the next week, but a lot of people have this book now. How much people have this book now?
You mean buy?
Yeah?
200.
200 person buy this book, and we don't make the presentation yet. And I receive in my Instagram a lot of comment of, "Oh, I feel so close this little pizza. When you make the second part?" You know, it's the second part, but I don't. I make these things like a joke, you know. I never think in a second part. So yeah, and you know, this little pizza, I feel pity about the pizza because maybe suffer a lot. And the people say, yes, we want the pizza suffer more. I say, oh, what the fuck, you know? So it's very fun. I'm so happy that people like this little.
It's a good thing that people like that, but those people have problems.
Yeah, I think so. But I have problems too because I really enjoy these things. I like the pizza guy, but I think it's only me I like, you know? Now I think I am not alone in the world. We all feel like this.
Yeah, there are other pizza people like you. Just like you.
Yeah. So the people who see your show in Easy Lviv, you can come for the presentation. I don't know what day is this. You know these things yet? Next week. Yeah, in UA Comix.
Yes.
Yeah. Whenever this comes out, next week is the presentation.
Yeah. And we will do a very depressive presentation. You know? Yeah. Very, I don't know. Very noir. Yeah.
And we have one little...
Okay then. We'll be looking forward to that presentation. And I think that's pretty much it. I think we talked about pretty much everything. I think this has been pretty fun.
I hope so.
Oh.
Yeah. So Max, thank you very much for doing this, and thank you for coming to Ukraine, making art here. So, and we can say that wonderful people, they visit Ukraine, they stay in Ukraine, and they create.
Oh, you're amazing people.
Great things.
Yeah, Ukraine is surprised me for the people in the place. It's so nice place.
Well, that's just because you're nice. We are nice to you because you're nice to us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Max. Богдане, дякую і тобі, що підстрахував. Все, тоді на цьому будемо завершувати. Я дякую ще раз вам, пацани, що ви доєдналися. Дякую Максу дуже за мальопис. Чудовий мальопис Гамлет. Вже його можна придбати зараз. І також той другий про шматок піци можна придбати у UA Comix у Львові або в інтернеті. Усім дякую.
Дякую.
Мені за субтитри в коментарях.
І подякуйте мені за субтитри в коментарях.